FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination, presents The High Road with Keith Warren.
First off, I'm grateful to be an American, to live in a country that still has country like this. This is wonderful. I love doing this kind of thing. I love it.
This is one of the prettiest spots you're going to ever come. This is in the Ozark Mountains, smack dab in the middle of the Ozarks in southern Missouri. And the country's gorgeous. It's covered in rolling hills and hardwood trees, and it's perfect habitat for trophy whitetails and big red stag.
The first thing we like to see hunters do whenever they get here is headed down to the rifle range to make sure their guns are still sighted in.
So they sent me down to the rifle range to see if the gun was still on, and still on.
All right, I'm going to be hunting a red stag. Now, red stags, a lot of people think they're a whole lot bigger than what they are. They're really not that big animals. They're probably about 350 pounds and a little bit bigger than a big mule deer. But a 300 Win Mag is certainly a really good caliber to hunt them with, any 30 caliber rifle. As far as ammo goes, I'm going to be using, of course, Freedom Munitions tagged out. This is 180 grain with an AccuBond bullet. I would recommend, no matter if you're going to travel to your backyard and go hunt, or whether you're going to travel halfway across the world, no matter what kind of rifle case you carry your rifle in, make sure when you get to your hunting destination, you take a couple of shots to make sure that you're still zeroed in. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. I'm going to shoot at 100 yards. For a 30-mile-an-hour wind, that's not bad.
Me being from Texas, I love the mountains. I love these big old hills, and I like to get out and take the game to the animal. So while most hunters are going to hunt from box stands, not me. Stephen and I, we're going to be afoot doing a spot and stalk hunt for a red stag.
This country is beautiful. We're about an hour outside of Springfield, Missouri, in south central Missouri at the hunting grounds. This is like the Ozark Mountains. I mean, it's broken country up and down. In this particular spot right now, the wind just blew through here, and I smell red stag. This right here is a rub. This particular area, I mean, there's a bunch of stag in the area because there's rubs all up and down this little bottom right here. And so, I know they're here. Look at here. This is the reason why the deer and the stag are so fat. Look at that. The acorns, I mean, the acorns everywhere, nothing but oak trees down in here.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Reconics, Walls Pro Series, Legendary Arms Works, Sightmark, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%. The High Road will be right back. Now it's time for viewer feedback, brought to you by Protect the Harvest, Protect the Hunt.
All right, this is from a fellow by the name of Clifford. He's from Arkansas. He sends this to me on Facebook. He says, I've seen you hunt red stag in their native homeland of New Zealand and wonder why would someone want to hunt them in the U.S. Clifford, great question, but you're way off base. Red stag's native homeland is not New Zealand. It's in Europe. Okay, New Zealand, they imported all the red stag a couple hundred years ago, to be honest with you. The reason why to hunt them here in the U.S. is simple. I mean, people that don't want to travel internationally can save a whole lot more money by hunting red stag right here in the U.S. Thanks for the question. If y'all would like to connect with me, all you need to do is go to highroadhunting.com, hit the Connect with Keith tab, and I promise you, I'll get right back with you.
In the middle of October, the roar is in full swing. The stags are very, very vocal during the roar. It's one roar after another. And here in southern Missouri, that makes it tough because it's constant rolling hills. You know, you think you hear a roar that away, but it's actually over here. The wind's blowing this time of year a lot, so it's really going to throw us off a lot. It's going to be a tough hunt, but I think it's going to be an exciting one.
The wind is absolutely awful, man. I mean, it is awful. Get out that scent killer, please. Let me tell y'all what we got going on here. Let me spray you down. We've got, I don't know if you can see that. Look at this spray. The spray is going right down this ridge. Turn around. And what we've got, this is a 1,500 acre paradise for red stag. And there's a ridge that runs way up there. And those stags are bedding up there. And down here off this ridge is a pond and a food plot. And what we're gonna try to do, squirt me down. What we're gonna try to do is ease down here and get in front of them. So hopefully the wind is gonna be in our face. We're still gonna knock down the scent as best we can. Once we wind up getting in position, we're gonna see if we can just ambush one. Hold on to those, please. I just need 3 of them. That's bad medicine right there. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can ambush one as they make their way down to the feeding area and watering area before dark. We'll just leave that here. Let's go. I'm gonna sit right here. How about going and sitting at that tree right there? That's a good spot right here. We can watch this ridge. Kind of like turkey hunting. You gotta make yourself nice and comfortable. We're gonna be doing this. You'll notice we're gonna lean against some big trees to break us up a little bit. And the one thing I'd say is a variable power scope. This is a 5x30 Pinnacle, and the cool thing about it is it has a tremendous adjustment as far as scope power goes. The closer to dark it gets, the lower I'm going to turn it, especially in these heavy trees. So we're going to sit here and see if we can get lucky.
The cool thing about red stags is no two of them look alike. You know, red stag at first glance, they kind of look like an elk, but they're not near as big as an elk. But they look like it, and you know, their antlers are all different. This time of year, they're so much on the move. I mean, although they're ticked off at each other from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, and their vocal is all get out, they still kind of hang out together, and so they're herd animals. I don't care whether you're hunting them in New Zealand or whether you're hunting them in South America or you're hunting them here in the Ozarks. More than likely, during the roar, you're going to see more than one together, and they're typically really ticked off at one another.
Keith, they're coming down just exactly the way that we want them
to. There's a really nice one on that ridge. To stop him. Can't do it. He's moving too much stuff. He's got too much cover over him. Can't do it. That's a big stag too. It's a big stag.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by Pulsar, Timber Creek Outdoors, Legends Ranch, the Lucas Oil Outdoor Line, Record Rack Deer and Elk Feed, and FreedomMunitions.com, your online ammunition destination. The High Road will be right back.
Lucas Oil Products is proud to present Gear Care.
One of the things that I really don't like doing is cleaning rifles. And an AR is one of those kind of rifles that has to be cleaned a lot, especially if you shoot as much as I do. It's for that reason that the product that I choose to use is CLP, Clean, Lubricate, and Protect. This product is so incredible I can wind up using it And once a night, you know, every night when I'm out hunting hogs, it seems like I'm shooting a couple hundred rounds anyway. And a couple hundred rounds is going to dirty your rifle up pretty significantly. And so what I wound up doing is just spend a few minutes, take some CLP, and I clean, lubricate, and protect it. Put it back together again. Now, short of coming and literally cleaning the whole rifle from stem to stern, that's all I wind up doing with my AR, and it's CLP. It's clean, lubricate, and protect. It's a fabulous product made by Lucas Outdoors.
For more information on the Lucas Oil Outdoor line, visit our website and join us on Facebook for more gear care tips.
I'm not the only guy hunting while I'm over here. There's two whitetail hunters actually, and this is the third time these guys have been here. And it's like all they can talk about is coming here. I mean, they live, sleep, eat, they breathe whitetail deer hunting, and they've been here. This is the third year in a row. And the cool thing about these guys, I mean, they're not brothers, but you'd think they're brothers. They love each other like brothers.
And they click together good. One of them films all the time. The other one's a big hunter. They match well together, and they're a really excellent team.
They've got this bond, and I think that's the cool thing about the outdoors. The outdoors and hunting specifically brings people closer together. And so when you have two young guys like Robbie and Brett that have been raised together, and they may be brothers from a different mother, but I can guarantee you one thing, they love each other and they love coming here.
Brett and I have been friends since we were 3 years old. Over the past 25 years, we've done a lot of hunting together and a lot of other stuff too.
Well, Robbie is my best friend. I consider him my brother. He's the uncle to my children, as I am to his as they're coming.
He really is like a brother to me, and he is family.
Robbie's family is my family. Robbie and I hunt, and we fish together. We do a little bit of it all.
He and I have spent countless hours and days in those woods, growing up, from playing with our bows to getting older and finally being able to use a shotgun and go turkey hunting.
Last year, one of the hunters took a piebald buck, and it was the only one that we've ever had. He was absolutely thrilled with it.
Last year, I was able to come back and stay for a while and was able to harvest a rare piebald buck. And even though it scored 127 inches, it's the finest deer I'd killed at that point, and will be one of the finest I will ever kill.
Hell yeah, buddy. Piebald down, baby. Dream. Oh, moly.
Well, he's heavy horn.
This year was just a lot stranger than it normally is with the hunting season. The season was a lot warmer this year. We weren't really having much luck on the first day, but sure enough, right before dark, the big boy decided to come out, and he just kept getting closer and closer, chasing those does, and I just couldn't resist anymore. I just had to put the hammer down on him.
Brett and I have been friends for about 25 years now. He and I grew up together. We've been very close friends our whole lives. We've hunted together our whole lives. We started hunting together when we were 13 for squirrels and raccoons, and we just love going and doing whitetail hunts. This is just by far the biggest buck I've ever been able to take, and the luckiest I think I've ever been, especially to experience it with him.
Today was phenomenal. I mean, it's one of the proudest moments of my life to catch him on film, killing this beautiful, beautiful deer.
Experiencing it with my brother and with our close-knit family is what makes hunting all worth it, in our opinion. It doesn't matter about the biggest buck or what you shoot, as long as you're out there with your friends and family and you're hunting the right way. That's all that matters. That's hunting, in my opinion.
Right.
The High Road with Keith Warren is presented by AirVenturi.com, Liberty Safe, Shadow Hunter Blinds, Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, 99%, and Tannerite brand binary rifle targets. The High Road will be right back.
It's been unseasonably warm here, so if we're going to have any kind of success, it's going to be at first light in the morning. The afternoon, it's getting nearly 80 degrees, and it's just no good for red stag.
So we wound up, we took off early, got on the buggy, and we took off and found a ridge top that we wanted to work. And we had smelt them in there the day before and heard them, so it was dark, and we wound up, we kind of eased our way up through the trees and found a really nice place to set up an ambush.
Listen to them. That's unreal. Like the fire-breathing dragon. There's one right there.
The first encounter on this sit, a red stag came in close on us. You know, I was just sitting there against that tree and my heart was just pounding out of my chest, and I really thought that Keith was fixing to pull the trigger on him.
This is the first bona fide, really slam dunk stag that comes in that I can smoke his butt. I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy this. I mean, as a hunter, I think part of the joy is watching the animal, not shooting the animal. So we're capturing some great footage. He's walking in, he's coming, he's doing everything perfect. He looks over there and I think he kind of thinks he sees something, but he doesn't get too scared and he just eases off. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there thinking, where are the other ones? Where are the other ones? Because they almost always run together. And all of a sudden we look down there, we see something coming. I mean, it's like, doggone right, it's a stag. We know it's a stag.
Which one is it?
I think he's gonna be the second one, Keith. He's down below that first one.
There's so much timber, it's like, I'm looking at the camera, can you see him? Can you see him? Yeah. The problem is, he won't give a shot.
I don't have a shot. His shoulder is covered up.
He's not stopping. He's not stopping. I'm ready.
They knew something was wrong and they were fixing to split on us. But that one, that deer that Keith was wanting, he took one last look at us.
As soon as he stops. You there? Here he goes. Got him.
He's down. He's down.
What do you think of that, big boy?
That was
How was that for cool?
perfect shot. Perfect shot.
Holy smokes.
He's down.
That was cool.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Me too. We got us a big old stag. Woo-wee. Look at that boy. My gosh, Stephen.
What a deer.
Hold on to that. Goodness gracious. Look at this guy. He's got more on his head than I thought he was going to have. Look at how many points he's got. What a beautiful red stag. And if you think that by looking at this that I would be in New Zealand or someplace in Europe, you're wrong. I'm in the Ozarks of Missouri right now. If somebody wants more information about hunting opportunities out here with you, what do they need to do?
They need to go to the Hunting Grounds website or our Facebook page. Like our page, comment on one of our photos or videos, and we'll send you all the information you want.
That's cool. The country is beautiful, the people are wonderful, and the animals, I mean, they speak for themselves. Look at this. I mean, it was a good deal. This is a beautiful animal, and I appreciate y'all very, very much. Folks, if you've got any questions or comments about the show, go ahead and post them below if you're watching online. If you're not watching online, I want to let you know that you can watch online 24/7 at highroadhunting.com. And this right here is the first red stag I've ever taken in the United States. Beautiful.
Yeah, good one at that.
Mm-hmm. It's a great one at that. They want me to talk about the cooking, and it's not cooking. This is artwork. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, Sherry is like, she's an artist in the kitchen. You ought to see what she makes. I mean, from the cookies that are out all day long to the meatballs and everything. I mean, she will cook anything, just about. I found something that she wouldn't cook. So I'm gonna do the cooking.
He decided to go field dress and take some tenderloins out, but he cut something else out, and I think he's gonna eat it.
I am gonna eat them. Watch. I'll tell you what, if you've never eaten testicles, you don't know what you're missing. This has been a fantastic hunt. I mean, everything about it. The weather's been nice, the people are over the top, the meals, the animal, I mean, let's face it, I mean, everything has been wonderful, and I couldn't be more happy. The only thing that would make me happier is to hear from you. And I'd like you to connect with me. Go to my website at highroadhunting.com. You can watch all our episodes right there online. Shoot me an email, and I promise you, I'll get right back with you. My name is Keith Warren, and you've been watching The High Road.